Okay, we've talked about guys who are out there slinging the rock. Let's talk about the guys who are catching them. I'm going to start with a guy that I've been watching a long time. He was twice on my All HBCU team. He's twice made my All Underappreciated team. Jacques Izard was great at Howard, and I was a little sad, but also a bit excited when I heard that he was transferring from Howard to Sam Houston State because they throw the ball at Sam Houston State. And he's having to share it because they have a lot of really good receivers. I think they have three NFL receivers, maybe not guys that'll be drafted, but guys that will be in NFL camps. I'll put it that way. And at least a couple of guys I think might even have a shot to make a team, including Mr. Jacques Ezard. So Jacques Ezard, amongst other things, is a fast receiver, but he also is good at ball tracking, runs the good routes, and he's good after the catch. He only had 3 catches, but only needed 3. 97 yards and a touchdown, and just looked fantastic. And then he has a teammate, Ife Adeyi, who had 3 catches for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. They have another receiver who actually led them in receptions. Not quite as spectacular a guy, but also a good player. He'll probably make my superlatives at some point. Also, I'm going to jump now to Tennessee State, speaking of HBCUs, and they have a kid named Cam White who had bigger weeks than this week, but he was just very impressive this week. Only 73 yards on 3 catches, but really looked good, especially on that 58-yard touchdown reception that he had. He shows, once again, strength at the catch point, run after the catch. A guy certainly bears watching. And from there, I'm going to move to another guy, maybe not spectacular, but very, very solid, is Jaden Janke at South Dakota State. 3 catches for 70 yards. He had a touchdown. One of those is a 44-yarder. Another guy that I think if they really went to him more, I think he would get into a rhythm. And I mean, he's very good now, but I think he would take over games essentially if asked to do so. And I will finish up with Ryan DeLuca. And once again, unspectacular, but tough. Such a tough guy. And very crafty. I mean, I hate to use those terms. Like all the things that we say, he's quicker than fast. He's crafty. He's gritty. But all those things fit Ryan DeLuca. 4 catches, 114 yards. So he's got a little more scoot than you might associate with some of those things that we said. But he ate Samford up and only had 4 receptions. So if you get the ball to him more once again, I think you might see some really big numbers from him. So now we're going to finish up the offensive side of the ball talking about the running backs.